All right, let's try this out. Hello out there. I know you're all sitting in your houses bored. Thought I'd come in and say hi. Let's see if anybody pops on. I think I'm going to turn this way. Boy, it's really sunny out. You can really see the sun behind me. Anyways, I thought I'd pop in and say hi to everyone. If anybody is out there, I know I didn't plan this, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to come on anyways because it's coronavirus time and everybody's hunkered in and I'm kind of bored myself. So, and I don't know what we'll talk about today, but we'll talk about something. I know the backlighting there is much brighter, so hold on, I'm going to take that down. Put the screen down. It's actually sunny today, if you can believe it. We're having warmer days here in the Pacific Northwest and all of that. So I know that I may or may not get anybody on here, but we'll see. Looks like there's three people. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ange's live stream. I don't have very many of these. I've only had one, but I decided, why not? Why not? Kind of bored, don't know what to do. So, maybe I'll read you a poem. Maybe we can talk about life, something fun, something complex. Hi, Todd Jones. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. I don't know if we're going to get very many people because I just kind of did this last minute and I don't do these normally. I haven't been out vlogging because of the corona thing. So restaurants are closed and, and traveling is supposed to be limited. Great. Good to hear that you're doing well, Todd. What neck of the woods are you in? What part of the country are you in? I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm just right outside of Seattle, although I've lived in Seattle my whole life. I thought I might do a really groovy poem for everybody. I figured today I was kind of bored sitting around the house. I thought, why not try and do one of these, since I rarely ever do them. Oh, so you're from Kentucky, Western to Kentucky. Oh, okay. It's called Paducah. Is that right? Paducah? It's kind of a cool name. What are you up to today, Todd? What are you doing today? Yeah, sorry for the backlight. It's so bright outside, which is so nice because you know how it is in the Pacific Northwest. It's so rainy here most of the time. Excellent. That's great. So I think I wanted to read a poem. It's a really great poem, and it's by a guy named Brian Andreas. And many years ago, I had this really great teacher. She taught massage therapy. She was also a body-centered psychotherapist, and she used to give people poems all the time. And so this one here that I want to read, it doesn't have a title. It's more of a quote. He once told me that he forgot himself, and his heart opened up like a door with a loose latch, and everything fell out, and he tried for days to put it back into the proper order. But finally, he gave up and left everything in a pile and loved everything equally. So what it kind of says is that he told me he once forgot himself, and his heart opened up like a door with a loose latch, and everything fell out. And he tried for days to put it into the proper order. And finally he gave up and loved everything equally, which sounds like he wasn't going to judge himself, and that he was going to just love himself for where he was, right where he was. He wasn't able to get it together, and maybe sometimes we need to be reminded that we don't always have to have it together in order to love ourselves or take good care of ourselves. And well, I've been told I need to stay in because of my heart condition. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, well, I guess that's good that you're doing that then. Yeah, because you're kind of in that higher risk category. Yeah, don't want to take any risks. I hear it's really bad. Like I heard in Italy today that 600 people died just today. That's how big the numbers are. And that's why, like today, the Surgeon General came on, broadcasted that we need to make sure that we adhere to what they're asking us to do to stay in if we can, because it's really that bad. And he also said that this week was supposed to get really bad. So remember, Italy started way before we did. We haven't even peaked yet. So it's good, Todd, that you're staying in and taking good care of yourself. Do you have provisions? Do you have plenty of food and that kind of thing? And do you also have people that can help you with that? So I know, I wonder if there's like a delay in this live stream, like what you hear me and what I'm getting back from you. It's interesting. I'd be surprised if anybody else came on. I didn't plan this at all. Like I said, I just kind of decided I would do this. And I think I made that mistake last time too. I just kind of like, I'm going to experiment and play with it and see if anybody came on. So I didn't give anybody any warning. So what are you doing to keep yourself busy, Todd? I'm okay food-wise. Yes, I have some great friends and neighbors. That's great to hear. So are you doing anything to keep yourself occupied? Are you watching any good movies? Do you like to play, play games, write stories, sing songs, watch sports? I don't even know if there's sports going on right now. Because it's not football season and baseball season's not here yet. So reading and YouTube. Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, me too. Lots of YouTubing. So yeah. Well, hopefully more will come on and we could have a chat. So how is the weather over there in Kentucky? The weather here has been really nice lately. We've had a really long, cold winter, very dark and rainy. I mean, we had like almost 2 months worth of rain straight, like no sunshine. Now the sun is peering out. It's really, really great. Yep. So, let's see. I've been watching Don Knotts movies. Love them. Oh, yeah, I love Don Knotts. He was fantastic. Sunny Today, cool. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I love Don Knotts. He was hilarious. No one was like him. He was just his own person, Did you like to watch a lot of Andy Griffith Show? I like to watch a lot of old. I like the Andy Griffith Show. I like a lot of TV shows from that time period. In particular, The Twilight Zone. More like movies. I like movies from that time period, from the late 50s, early 60s. Andy is the man. Oh, yeah, he totally is. He was a fantastic guy, both on and off screen. He was just a true person, like a really good human being, so I like, yeah, he's just one of those kinds of people that you knew you could trust. Yeah. I liked watching those films from like the late 50s and early 60s. It seems to be that they had some really great movies, like To Kill a Mockingbird, and of course, all of the Hitchcock movies, and I love the Hitchcock movies. Do you like Hitchcock? So yeah, I keep looking over here because I'm blind as a bat, so I have to get close to read the little tiny letters. So wow. So I guess we're going to be hunkered in for a while. I've binged on Designing Women, funny show. Oh, that's hilarious. I never really got into that show. Of the 80s, it's like that's one of the ones I didn't get into. So maybe I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I really like watching The Golden Girls. That's one of my favorite ones from that time period. Yeah. So, I'm not much of a Hitchcock fan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, not a lot of people are, I love his older stuff, like Rear Window and, Vertigo, Dial M for Murder. And then he did some, television series as well. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. So what kind of movies do you like? Yeah, I know. Now I'm trying to think, what do we do while we're here? Maybe I won't keep this super long because, I can't think of anything that we could, we could talk, we could talk about music and movies. Yeah. Comedies. Oh, okay. Are there some particular comedies that you like? Like who doesn't a good laugh, right? Ha 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 ha. Oh dear, I can't believe no one's coming on except you and I. I mean, you know what? That's fine. We can have a conversation, I guess it's my fault for not planning it ahead. I tried to do this the other day, but it wouldn't let me, and then I realized I was on Explorer, and I'm on Firefox now. Explorer, for some reason, doesn't support doing live streams for some reason. Just really all of them. Oh, yeah, definitely. It says 3 are on. Huh. Yeah, so that means that there are 3 spies, or 2 other spies. They're just like watching the conversation. So, hello, whoever you are. You could pop in and say hi to us. Todd and I wouldn't mind. I'm getting ready to plant a container garden. Have you ever gardened at all, Todd? So I can't, since I live in a rental, I can't dig up the yard and stuff, but I was looking up planter gardens and, or container gardens, and you can like grow lots of stuff in containers, like even in buckets and stuff like that. So, and it's probably easy because it keeps the weeds out, so. Did I miss his live stream just now? Oh man, I have been on YouTube and I didn't see anything, so I would have popped in there. Rats. Oh, you know what? I wonder if Breck's watching. If you're out there, Breck, hi. You know how he likes to be sitting in the back. Oh, nice. Yeah, tomatoes are pretty nice to grow if you like tomatoes. And potatoes, I heard, you can grow them in a bucket. And I've seen a few YouTube videos, and you just can take potatoes that are growing eyes and just stick them in there with dirt, and you could have like a whole lot of potatoes there. So that sounds like fun. I've grown potatoes once before, and it's almost like magic because you see this plant growing and everything. And I had planted these red potatoes, and when I was digging them up, it was like finding buried treasure. It was so amazing because then you have that dark dirt, and then you got these beautiful red gems coming up. Tell you, it was amazing, and they were delicious too. Yeah, my grandparents always had huge gardens. Oh wow! Is your whole family from Kentucky? Yeah, I've never ever been to Kentucky before. I hear it's really pretty out that way. Hey, home crafting things. Let's see. Ruth, hello. Oh, okay. Oh, everybody's starting to come in now. Yay. Hi, everybody. I wish I knew how to do panels. And that's one thing I guess I might have to have one of you guys tell me how to do that some point, because I'd like to start learning how to do those. Let's see. Wow. So it's good to see you. How are you doing? So are you home crafting things? Is your name Ruth? Let's see. Yeah, I think I met somebody once from Kentucky. I used to rent like the basement apartment out of this house, and the landlady rented the upstairs, like just for the summer, to this family who was from Kentucky. And there was a teenage daughter and two parents, and they were super, super cool. And I remember I had a cat at the time, and the wife painted a picture of my cat, and she did a really nice job. I'll show it to you. Hold on one second. All right. So the woman, the family from Kentucky. So the wife painted this picture of my kitty cat, and she used to like to dabble in painting and stuff, but it looks just like my cat. I had an Abyssinian kitty for 15 years. Yeah, so they were really, really a nice family. So that's kind of neat about the Kentucky connection there. So let's see. Ruth, yes, I have a few onions that are sprouted if I plant them. Yeah. Oh, are home crafting things? Are you talking to me? Oh, you're Ruth. I'm Ange. Yeah. So, hey Jennifer, how you doing? We were just talking to Todd. Todd is from Kentucky, and I was telling him about I used to rent a basement apartment, and the landlady rented her house upstairs to this family that were visiting Seattle from Kentucky. And I had a cat at the time, and the wife painted my cat. She did this painting of my cat. So I was telling him that was kind of a neat, connection to Kentucky. So glad to see you. Okay, so yeah, so home crafting things. Your name is Ruth. Okay, good. I was just hoping that you weren't trying to call me Ruth, and I got a little confused. So sorry about that. So Wow. So it's nice to see you guys pop in. So how's everybody doing with, are you guys all hunkered in for the, coronavirus crisis thing? And what are you doing to take care of yourselves or like entertain yourselves at least? Be right back. Oh, nature break. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and I'm blind as a bat. That's why I have to like look over here and squint my eyes and read. So, yeah. Plugging along seasonal allergies, dangerous sneezes when everybody's afraid of, the corona. I get you, right? Like, as if you sneeze just for your allergies, people will probably freak out. I know. It's just crazy. I still have a little bit of congestion from my laryngitis a few weeks ago. And so, and a little bit of a cough, but, it's like, I'm kind of like, oh, be careful. Don't cough in front of people. Even though I don't think I have it, I didn't get sick or anything. It was just laryngitis, but so crazy. Yeah. So, Ruth, what are you doing? So you were talking about you have onions, a few onions that are sprouted, and if you plant them, that's what you'll get. That's great. So are you doing any kind of a little garden this year? Or Jennifer, do you do gardens? Todd, Todd said he didn't really, so. So anyways, so I was reading Todd a little poem earlier, and I'll read it to you. It's actually a quote, you guys. And let's see how many, there's 4 watching now. So this quote is by Brian Andreas, and it doesn't have a title, but it's one of my favorites, and it goes like this. He told me that once he forgot himself, and his heart opened up like a door with a loose latch, and everything fell out, and he tried for days to put it back into the proper order. But finally he gave up and left everything there in a pile and loved everything equally. So I think what that means is that we can love ourselves where we're at, whether we're able to keep it together or not. And I think oftentimes we're always trying to keep it together, and we seem to keep it together for a little bit, but then all of a sudden, things are crazy, like right now in the world, everything's kind of a big giant mess, so my thing is, how do you keep yourself centered and grounded in that everybody's chaos, and it's one of those things. It's like, some people it's prayer, meditation, whatever it is. Let's see. If you plant tips of onions, most will grow. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ruth, I am in the Virgin Islands, and we don't have any reported cases. Our government has closed all entry ports effective yesterday. People are allowed to go out from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. I am planning to do a kitchen garden because of this present crisis as we import almost everything. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know it's kind of like self-containment, right? I mean, it's so funny because I went to the grocery store day before yesterday. There was absolutely no chicken and absolutely no eggs. And I'm like, okay, maybe we're going to all go back to having chickens. Who knows? And Jennifer says, I just got some pole beans yesterday from. Yeah, the pole beans should be pretty easy. I mean, beans are like beans and zucchinis are like the most easy thing to grow. Because remember, you get those like Herkin size zucchinis, So glad that you're unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. Wait, what? It says here that I'm unable to connect to chat. Am I coming through, you guys? Or is this thing being weird? Well, I hope you guys like the poem, though. Doesn't seem like anything's coming through elsewise. Well, I wonder if, are you guys being able to hear me out there? It says here that unable to connect to chat, please try again later. I wonder what that's about. I'm going to try and type something in here. You hear me? This is odd. Well, I think what I need to do is I need to try and figure some other kinds of vlogging, because I haven't been vlogging as of late because, I take public transportation, and so they're saying try and stay out of public transportation. Restaurants are closed, cafes are closed, things are closed, and so I'm not sure what to vlog about. I mean, I guess I could do walk through neighborhoods and stuff like that. So I've been kind of slow since the Port Orchard vlogs. Seems like people are watching. But anyways, so that is that. I wonder what's going on with the live chat here. Let's see what's going on there. Nope. Anyways, well, you guys, I think I'm gonna call it a stream, and I appreciate you guys for popping in and saying hi. And sorry for the short impromptu. Next time I'll give a more better heads up, like, I'm going to be online at 5 tonight or something like that. I know Lori and Breck and those guys are really good about letting us know ahead of time when they're going to be streaming. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and you guys all take care, and much love to you all. You just take care of yourself during this kind of crazy time. So that's it for me. Take care. Bye. And there we go.